Barakallahu feek. Okay, I start recording. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Brother Hussein, كيف حالك?
الحمد لله شكرا.
Is everything fine? Alhamdulillah.
الحمد لله.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Before, as you know, we started explaining some rules of tajweed, right? We talked first about some markings in the Mus'haf, right? Like the circle, like the zero, like the small alif, small waw, small ya, small noon, right? I think also we talked about sujood al-tilawa.
Yes.
Some rulings regarding sujood al-tilawa. Inshallah, today we will talk about Istiadhah and Bsmalah. This will be about Istiadhah and Bsmalah. Okay. First of all, what is the meaning of Istiadhah and what is the meaning of Bsmalah? In Arabic, you know, sometimes the Arab used to use one word, okay, to express one sentence. They use one word to express one sentence, okay? For example, they used to say لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. Okay, and we are as a Muslim, it's better to say this word or this sentence many times. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. They say this is called حوقلة.
Okay.
حوقلة. So if you hear the word حوقلة, it means لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله.
Okay.
Like takbir. Takbir means to say Allahu Akbar, right?
Okay.
Same story here. Isti'adhah, it's one word, okay, but it means one sentence. It means أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Okay.
So you can record this note. What the meaning of Isti'adhah, or what does meant by Isti'adhah? It means to say أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Okay.
We will explain the meaning of each word of it, inshallah. The same thing, Brother Hussein, with Bsmalah. What does Bsmalah mean? It means Bismillah ar-Rahman
ar-Rahim.
Okay. So the question is, what's the meaning of the word Isti'adhah? To say
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
MashaAllah. What's the meaning of the word Bsmalah?
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
You are right. This is our topic today about Al-Isti'adhah and Bsmalah. As you know, Isti'adhah comes before Bsmalah, right? Before I say Bismillah, I say A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitan Rajim. So here, as you see on the screen, and this is the book we use, he will talk about the meaning of Isti'adhah. Isti'adhah in Arabic, it comes from the word A'udhu. A'udhu. A'udhu means I seek protection. I ask protection. Okay? You ask protection from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You know?
Okay.
From Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay? So here, what the meaning of Isti'adhah, he said, Isti'adhah is asking for refuge or protection. When the reader says, A'udhu billahi minash shaitan ar-rajim, he is seeking the protection and refuge with Allah from the shaitan before starting to read.
Okay.
When you say, A'udhu billahi minash shaitan ar-rajim, you ask Allah to protect you from the shaitan.
Okay.
You will say, oh, is there shaitan while I'm reading the Quran? I say yes. Usually the shaitan comes if you are doing something good.
Okay.
So if you are praying, the shaitan will come. If you're paying zakah or sadaqah, the shaitan will come. If you are in hajj, so usually the shaitan comes while you are doing good things.
Okay.
If I am intending now to read the Quran, to catch the Mus'haf and read now, the shaitan will come. He want him to make me busy or something like this. So before you start, you say, A'udhu billahi minash shaitan ar-rajim. What the evidence of Isti'adhah? This comes in Surah An-Nahl. The number of ayah is 98. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَإِذَا قَرَأْتَ الْقُرْآنَ فَاسْتَعِذْ بِاللَّهِ مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ الرَّجِيمِ.
Okay.
So, فَإِذَا قَرَأْتَ, that means if you intend to recite. You have the intention, you didn't start the recitation yet. Okay? فَإِذَا قَرَأْتَ, when you read the Quran, seek refuge with Allah from the rejected shaitan. So this is the meaning of isti'adha. Is it clear?
Yes.
To shorten this, Brother Hussein, what the meaning of isti'adha? I mean the sentence, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Okay.
Yeah, can you help me with the meaning? If you have this question from anyone there.
Yeah. To seek refuge in Allah from shaitan, the
You are right.
accursed.
You are right.
Okay.
You are right. The next question is, the following question is, should I say الاستعاذة loudly or silently? Okay. We have different cases. Number one, as he mentioned here in the book, you see, you still see the book, right?
Yeah.
He said, number one, if the reader is reciting silently or alone, he should seek refuge silently. So I'm alone now, okay? I just listen to myself. I'm alone. I recite to myself. So I read silently. In this case, isti'adha follows my case. Isti'adha follows my case. Okay? So if you want to record in your notes now, okay?
Yeah.
You can say, if I'm reciting silently or alone, isti'adha will follow my case. So it will be silent. It will be silent.
Okay.
This is number one.
Yeah.
In this case, I say isti'adha loudly or silently?
Silently.
All right. Number two of the silent cases, if I'm in salah, you know, salah, after I say Allahu Akbar, it's recommended to say dua after Allahu Akbar. Then I'm starting reading. Before you start reading, you say, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. In this case, in salah, I say isti'adha silently. Okay?
Okay.
Even I'm in al-Maghrib or I'm in al-Isha, in loudly prayers, you know, while I'm saying the Quran loudly, but isti'adha not. Isti'adha has to be silent.
Okay.
So this is number two. Again, number one, if I'm reciting alone or silently. Number two, if I'm in salah. Okay. Number three, he said, if one is reading aloud and others are present that will hear the recitation, the seeking of refuge is done out loud. In short words, you can say, if I'm reciting and other people listen to me, in this case, isti'adha should be loudly.
Okay.
So now I'm reciting and Brother Hussein listens to me. Okay. In this case, I say isti'adha loudly.
Loudly, yeah.
Number four, he said, if the reading is done by turns, that means we are in the classroom. I'm start, then you follow me, then Ali follow us, like this, you know, one after one, one after one. In this case, just the first one will say isti'adha loudly. The first one.
Okay.
You know, others don't need to repeat isti'adha. So just the first one.
Okay.
Because we are like one recitation, you know.
Okay.
I recite one page, then you recite the second page, then other one recites the next page, like this. So we are like one unit, like one person, you see.
Okay.
So the first one, just the first one will say isti'adha loudly, and other won't do that.
Okay.
And number five, he said, if the reading is cut off by coughing or sneezing or by talk, referring the reading or meaning of the verses, there is no need for repeating isti'adha. I'm reciting now, okay? I'm reciting the Quran now, and I'm starting coughing, you know, like this. Then I'm back to reading again. Should I say isti'adha? No. I'm reading, I'm sneezing. Don't repeat isti'adha.
Okay.
We are reciting together. as you do, and you stop me to ask me about the rule of tajweed or about the meaning of ayah or the meaning of a word, then you are back to reading. You don't need to repeat isti'adhah. Because this question is regarding this recitation. You see? So in this case, you don't repeat. But number 6 is opposite. It's opposite to this case. He said if the reading is cut off by work or normal conversation or by eating something, or you have to repeat isti'adhah. I'm reading now and someone out of my house called me. I stopped reading, then I answered him. When I'm back to Quran again, I have to say isti'adhah again, right?
Yeah.
I'm reading now and I feel hungry, you see? So I need to take something to eat. In this case, when you are back to, or when I'm back to reading, I have to say isti'adhah again. You see?
Okay.
I hope you understand this point.
Yes.
And number 5, there is interruption, okay? But this interruption, it's among the recitation, not out.
Okay.
You see? But in number 6, I have interruption, but this interruption is out of the Quran. You see? It's like out of my house, or because I'm eating something, or I'm talking with someone. So in this case, you have to be back with isti'adhah. I hope you understand this page.
Yeah.
I know you still woke up, so you still refresh yourself, I see.
Yes, sorry.
So is this page okay with you?
Yes, thank you.
If any point is not clear, we can repeat it.
No, that's fine, thank you.
That's fine. This is regarding isti'adhah, or saying أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. The second point of our class about Bsmalah. As I told you, Bsmalah to say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. And usually Bsmalah comes after isti'adhah, right? You say أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم, then Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
Yeah.
He said it's necessary to read it before the beginning of every surah of the Quran, with the exception of surah number 9. This is surah al-Tawbah or surah al-Bara'ah. So as you know, we have 114 surah in the Quran, from Al-Fatiha to An-Nas.
Yeah.
For any surah, we should say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Except surah al-Tawbah.
Yeah.
Al-Tawbah in the Mus'haf, you don't find Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Okay? But in surah called surah al-Naml, in surah called surah al-Naml, you find Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim in the middle of the surah. In the middle of the surah. You see? And I think maybe, I'm not sure, maybe the ayah 18 or something, in surah al-Naml, you find Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim in the middle. Okay? إنه من سليمان وإنه بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. So Bismillah mentioned here in the middle of ayah. In the middle of ayah. Yeah, it's in ayah 30 of Surah Al-Naml. In ayah 30 of Surah Al-Naml, you find Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. You find Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So by Surah Al-Naml, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim mentioned 114. But as I told you, we exclude Surah Al-Tawbah. Surah Al-Tawbah without Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. He talks about the reason here. And he said the reason for not saying Bismillah at the beginning of Surah Al-Tawbah is generally agreed to be due to the content, that means the topic of the surah, which ordered the Muslim to fight the non-believers. So he said this surah, Surah Al-Tawbah, talks about fighting for disbelievers. So in this case, we don't say Bismillah, because Bismillah, it's a sign of mercy. You see, a sign of affection. So in this case, we don't need mercy here because we'll fight our enemy. Because of that, we don't say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Okay? He said, when beginning to read the Quran with this surah, but not at the beginning of the surah, reader then has the choice of saying Bismillah or not. after saying Istiadhah. What does it mean, brother Hussein? It means if I started Tawbah, for example, from ayah number 2 or ayah number 3 or ayah number, like this, you can say Bismillah. You understand this point?
Yeah.
So if you can repeat this point for me, please.
Yeah, so not to say Basmalah at the beginning of the surah, but you have a choice if you're reciting after the first verse, so from second verse or third verse. You have a choice to say or not say.
You are right, mashallah. You are correct. The next point, how I say Isti'adhah with Basmalah. You have some choices or some cases, brother. Okay? I make them in brief, inshallah. You see, we have three things now. We have Bismillah, A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajeem first, right? We have Bismillah, we have the beginning of the surah. Let me take example of Surah An-Nas, for example. The first choice, you can cut all of them. You can cut all of them off.
Okay.
That means you say Isti'adhah, stop, take your breath. Then Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, and stop, take your breath. Then the beginning of the surah. Like this, like this. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أعوذ برب الناس. What I did here, I said all of them separately.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And for me, this is the preferable one. It's the best way. Okay? The best way. You can do the opposite, brother Hussein. You can join all of them together. You make them like one ayah. Okay. But in this case, you need a strong breath to say, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس.
Okay.
I say them in one breath, right? In one breath. Number 3, to join Bismillah with the beginning of the surah.
Okay.
Isti'adhah, and take your breath. Then you say Bismillah with the beginning of the surah.
Okay.
Like this. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس. You see? The last choice, to connect Isti'adhah with Basmalah and stop, then say the beginning of the surah. Like this. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس. Is it clear?
Yes.
You are the teacher now and you will explain the 4 cases for me, please, with examples.
Okay. So example 1, option 1, all separately. Yeah, recite all separately. So أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس.
Very good.
First example. Second example is to join them all together. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس.
MashaAllah.
The third is to join Bsmalah with the surah. So أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس.
Yes, good, MashaAllah.
And the fourth is to join the Istiadhah with the Bsmalah.
All right.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس.
Good, MashaAllah. And all of them, Brother Hussein, all of them accepted.
Inshallah.
All of them okay. You have all of these 4 choices.
Okay.
No problem.
Inshallah.
How about Basmala? Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim between two surahs. And this is maybe the last point for us, inshallah, today.
Okay.
As you see, when I finish a surah, I go to another surah, right?
Mm-hmm.
I say Bismillah between them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as the generation we follow Hafs and Asim, we say Basmala, Bismillah between the two surahs, except in Surah Al-Tawbah. You remember Surah Al-Tawbah, the surah without Bismillah, right?
Yeah.
When you finish the previous surah, Surah Al-Anfal, you go directly to Surah Al-Tawbah. Okay?
Yeah.
And if we have time, inshallah, I'll be back to this point at the end of it. Okay?
Okay.
Let's check Bismillah between the two surahs. He takes the example of Surah Al-Falaq, then Surah Al-Nas here.
Okay.
He said, like number one there, you remember, to say them separately. So, to say the end of Al-Falaq, then Bismillah, then the beginning of Al-Nas. Like this.
Yeah.
And this is the normal way. وَمِن شَرِّ حَاسِدٍ إِذَا حَسَدَ بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس. It's very easy, you see. Each one by itself. The end of the surah, Bismillah, the beginning of the surah. You can do the opposite as we said in the previous one, if you remember, to connect all of them together, and to join them together. Like this. ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس. In this case, the three units or the three ayahs like one ayah. You see? Yeah. And this is also acceptable, no problem.
Okay.
You can join Bismillah with the new surah, with the beginning of the new surah.
Okay.
And before that, you stop at the end of the surah before.
Okay.
So here you stop at the end of Surah Al-Falaq, then connect Bismillah with the beginning of Surah Al-Nas. Okay. Like this. وَمِن شَرِّ حَاسِدٍ إِذَا حَسَدَ بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس. MashaAllah. Is it clear?
Yes, thank you.
Barakallahu feek. The fourth one, but it's not acceptable. The fourth one, you don't do it. To connect the end of the surah with Bismillah and stop. Then start the new surah. This is not acceptable, and I tell you why now. How we do that? To say وَمِن شَرِّ حَاسِدٍ إِذَا حَسَدَ بِسْمِ اللَّهِ الرَّحْمَنِ الرَّحِيمِ قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ النَّاسِ. Don't do that, brother. It's not allowed.
Okay.
Why? Someone may think Bismillah, it's one ayah from Surah Al-Falaq.
Yeah.
You see? So, if you connect the Bismillah with the end of the surah, may someone understand that? Bismillah, it's the last ayah of the previous surah.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
So, this is not acceptable. This is not allowed to do that.
Okay.
Now, you will explain for me, inshallah, with the example, 4 cases, and which one is acceptable and which one is not.
Okay. So the first one is separating them all. أعوذ بالله sorry. ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Yeah, hasad, pay attention. You stopped, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Good.
قل أعوذ برب الناس.
ممتاز. MashaAllah. This is number 1.
Number 2 is joining them all together. So, من شر
ومن شر حاسد
ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس.
Can you repeat this case, please, in reading?
ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس.
Right. I wanna be sure about Rahimi. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم with a kasr. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس.
Is it the second case or the third case?
That's the second case, yeah. Joining them together.
Okay. How about the third one?
So in the third one, you can stop after the surah and then join Bsmalah with the next surah. So Bismillah. ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس.
Fine.
Okay. And then the fourth one, which is not allowed, is to stop is to join the last ayah with Basmalah and then stopping. And then so ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس.
Is it acceptable to do that?
No, not allowed.
It's not acceptable. You're all right, mashallah. Okay. Just I wanna be sure about one word here. This word it's hasad.
Hasad.
Hasad with the sin, okay?
Okay. Okay.
Because you know, if it's hasad, it will be means you to cut the crops, you know. But hasad here to invade someone.
Okay. Okay.
Sin and sad very important. Hasad. Hasad. Okay.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Clear. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. The last point, inshallah, because we have inshallah a few minutes.
Okay.
I show you the Quran. I'm not sure you can see it or not.
Yeah.
Or you still see the book.
Yeah. No, I have to go early today, brother. Can we finish tomorrow?
Sorry again?
I have to go early today. Can I finish tomorrow?
Fine, that's fine. So just the point of Tawbah and Al-Anfal, inshallah, we started with it next time, inshallah, to finish this chapter of Bsmalah and Istiadhah, inshallah.
Inshallah. Okay, brother.
Barakallahu feekum, brother Hussein, jazakum Allah khairan.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.